talking about chipping, we're going to talk about putting, because I spent all my life trying to be a perfect putter, i.e. perfect stroke, and I used the opening and closing method of putting really on a rotational arc. And of course I found that quite difficult because you needed massive timing and you needed a constant ball position all the time. It was very important to have a constant ball position and a very consistent release pattern. So it's a lot more difficult than what I'm going to say to you now. Is if you're saying that we want a square club face at impact, and that's basically what all the physics are saying, you want your club face square at impact, because a 2-degree difference in face can mean missing a 10-foot putt. Well, I think it's less than that. I think it's 1 degree close or 1 degree or miss a 10-foot putt. So it's very critical that we get a square club face. So if we're opening and closing, getting that millisecond where the putter face is perfectly square is very difficult. So I'm saying at the moment it's much easier if we actually keep the putter base a lot squarer. So instead of using the opening and closing method, we use more of a method that somebody like Brandt Snedeker uses, which is what we call a pop method, which is really getting the putter face square and doing more of that, so that the shoulders are on a much more consistent position time and time again, and we can apply pressure to the putt rather than hit, because distance control is so important. So if I'm applying more pressure with a square club face, my distance control starts getting better. Whereas here, the flash speed sometimes gives me the ball that goes too far past or short, depending on how much flash speed I've hit it with. So a more consistent club face in more, because if you see the face go more that way on an arc, it's definitely more consistent than that, because the putter face is always square. So basically what Brandt Snedeker does is more pop, pop, pop. So his shoulders aren't opening and closing, he's working against a constant. So he's got a constant in these shoulder blades, a constant, and then the arms are going. So that's why he very rarely misses from 6 foot and under. It's so square through the impact area.